Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Video hier auf dem Kanal von Rethink Peer-to-Peer-Kredite. Mein Name ist Danny und auf diesem Kanal findest du authentische Erfahrungsberichte und tiefgründiges Hintergrundwissen zu Peer-to-Peer-Krediten. Heute ist Montag, der 10. Juni 2019. Das heißt, die Peer-to-Peer-Konferenz, die jetzt in Riga gerade erst stattfand, steht bereits wieder in den Geschichtsbüchern und jetzt geht es natürlich an die Aufarbeitung. Ich habe das eine oder andere Video produziert. Ich blende hier mal ganz kurz ein, auf welche Interviews ihr euch in den nächsten Tagen und Wochen freuen könnt. Die Interviews sind relativ spontan entstanden, muss ich dazu sagen. Das heißt, ich war jetzt nicht so optimal vorbereitet. Aber ich glaube, gerade deswegen hatten sie eben auch einen besonderen Charme, weil man sich eben noch mehr auf ein natürliches Gespräch einlassen konnte. Die Videos wird es nicht in einem gewohnten Ein-Wochen-Rhythmus geben, sondern ich werde immer mal zwischendurch, jetzt nicht nur immer nur freitags, sondern immer auch mal unter der Woche jetzt das eine oder andere Video hochladen. Ein Thema, das natürlich diese Konferenz so ein bisschen überstrahlt hat, war natürlich Invest in Access von Mintos, der Launch des neuen Produktes. Heute ist der Launchtag und ich wollte mit Martins auf dem Event noch mal kurz ein kleines Q&A-Video machen, um einfach mal ein paar aktuelle Themen zu diesem neuen Tool, zu diesem neuen Feature anzusprechen. Leider haben wir es zeitlich nicht mehr ganz geschafft und Martins, man kann es sich vorstellen, ist natürlich auch immer sehr beschäftigt. Aber wir haben heute Morgen eine kurze Q&A-Session gemacht das könnt ihr in diesem Video sehen. Nicht wundern, ich hätte gerne irgendwie eine schöne Konferenzatmosphäre hergestellt. Allerdings habe ich selber keine richtigen Vorerfahrungen, wie das funktioniert. Ich habe es mit Zoom versucht. Zoom an sich, glaube ich, funktioniert auch ganz gut, aber meine Internetverbindung war einfach zu schlecht. Martins konnte mich nicht verstehen, deswegen werde ich hier einfach die Fragen aus dem Off einblenden und dann die dazugehörige Antwort von Martins. Viel Spaß mit dem Video, mit diesem Q&A. Ich habe mal ein bisschen nachgehakt, was es mit diesem Tool auf sich hat und vielleicht auch so die eine oder andere kritische Frage dazwischen gestellt. Meine endgültige Bewertung, die soll es in diesem Video gar nicht geben. Bildet euch erstmal ein wertfreies Urteil dazu und in den nächsten Tagen werde ich dann auch nochmal Stellung dazu beziehen, wie ich das Ganze eigentlich einschätze und ja, wo ich Vor- und Nachteile von Invest in Access sehe. Viel Spaß!
The main idea about the invest in access is to make investing much more simpler and to basically offer the best diversification possibility to investors. And to do it in a few clicks. So that's the main idea behind the invest in access. And on the additional to that is obviously instant access, of course, subject to market demand, but basically access in a few minutes to your money, which is invested in current loans. And those two things combined, like a very easy and diversified investment experience, plus plus opportunity to get access to your money whenever you need it, and that's what's behind the invest in access. We've been working about we've been working on invest in access for the last 5 to 6 months, if we start from the very beginning, and then obviously as we progressed with the idea and we got everything in place, and the most work, meaning like development, was in the last few months. So it's been in process for a while. So basically, in Invest in Access, investors can start from 500 euros. So we introduced the limit so that investors actually have proper diversification, and so that they actually do have a diversified portfolio. And then those Invest in Access can invest in loans which are originated by lending companies, which have been with us for at least 6 months. So that we are even more comfortable with them and we see that everything is working. And then all the loans going to be come with a buyback guarantee. And then it's going to be across all lending companies which are on the marketplace with all the ratings A, B, C. Obviously, D are, if any of the lending companies would go in default, so those would not be part of Invest in Access. But other than that, we are really working on providing like super diversified portfolio. And at the end of the day, there is nothing beats diversification. The better investors are diversified, the less systematic risks they would take, and kind of the return would be more stable. Basically, when we thought about investment access, so it was really about including all loan originators, and we were not really thinking about leaving some of them. Well, we were of course considering that we could leave some of the loan originators out, but basically we are comfortable with all lending companies which we have connected to Mintos, and we are comfortable that they are originating good quality assets, they are originating good loans. And if investors want to kind of deselect some of them, then we leave all the features which we have had so far untouched, so they can still use the auto invest and set up the portfolios themselves. So that's basically would be the way to go about leaving some of the lending companies out of the portfolio. If the loans get delayed in the portfolio, then basically it's the same as with any other auto invest. So you have to wait for, investors have to wait for the loan either to recover, or since it comes to the buyback guarantee, so for the buyback to kick in, and that would basically return the capital to investors. So it's fairly similar to your regular auto invest portfolio. It's hard to, I mean, obviously we see a lot of demand for much more simplified user experience when it comes to investment. In loans on the Mintos marketplace, it's obviously hard to predict about what's going to be the growth rates for the product. We are fairly excited about it, and I think it gives a good, easy and diversified investment experience with access to money when you need it. And obviously it is for those, we're still going to leave all the features which we have so far. So investors who are want to spend more time and they want to pick and choose specific loans, they still can do it through manual invest, or they can still do it through auto invest. But most likely we would expect that the majority of investments in the future are going to go through automated tools, including investment access. It's very, very hard to tell about like specific percentage what we, so we don't really, it's very new product, so we don't really put like specific percentage what we would expect investment access to take of all investments on the marketplace, but we definitely see that it's going to be considerable amount just based on how much interest has been from investors in the product, and also just in the last few days when we launched, it's been a lot of talk about it, and we expect definitely a considerable part of investments going through the investment access. How much is going to be in 12 months? Well, we will see perhaps in 12 months, but to be honest, a much better position we will be after a few weeks or months to see what's the uptake of the new product, and then perhaps we can look more in the future. Today, it's, I mean, we are launching today, so let's see how it goes and how it is perceived by investors. Will auto invest dry out? I don't think so. I think that there's still going to be investors who want to set up the auto invest according to their preference, select like specific loans from specific lending companies who want to invest only specific countries and so forth. So I think that's still going to be there. Obviously, the more investment opportunities we bring to the market, the kind of harder it is for a new user, or actually anyone who don't want to spend like a lot of time on selecting and adjusting auto invest to invest. It takes a lot of time for those guys to invest. So basically, we would see that they will gravitate towards using investment access. Those people who want to spend maybe less time and still earn great returns and still get a very diversified experience and still have access to the money in a matter of few minutes for that money which is invested in current loans. Investors do definitely, they can use predefined strategies, they can do auto invest portfolios, and when new loan originators connect, so basically some investors include them in the portfolios, some decide not to. When it comes to investor access and those lending companies which are going to be with us for 6 months, they will be added to investor access. And about the interest rate, so it's going to be dictated at the end of the day by the market demand. So because still it's blended interest rate, obviously, because it's going to be diversified across different loans from different lending companies. But the interest rate is going to be there very prominently seen or very prominently displayed to investors. So investors are going to see before they start investing, and then after, when they continue investing, they're continuously going to see what's the interest rate of their total portfolio on weighted average basis. If the interest rate would go below their expectation, they just can stop investing or just decide not to use investor access. So basically, there's still going to be market dynamics about like investor demand and loan supply. So we definitely see that playing a role in kind of in finding what is a yield on diversified portfolio, what investors are looking for. And I don't know by heart, so about how many of loans have been funded through Mintos strategies and how many through individual auto invest. What we see though is that it's going to be majority through kind of individual auto invest, and that's going to be also include those which basically take the Mintos strategy as a entry point, and then they adjust it, and then kind of adjust it to their kind of preferences. And in those cases, we will treat those auto invest as individual auto invest setup. And the majority will be through kind of individual auto invest setup, and maybe less so about the Mintos strategies. It's an exciting day. I think it's a great product which we are launching today. We definitely think that having an even more simple investing experience, and which will bring great diversified returns, and with access to money whenever you need, is something which we are very excited to launch today.